Bocas del Toro is a group of islands on the Caribbean side of Panama. It was an hour's boat ride from the capital, Bocas Town, to the eco lodge called Urraca Private Island. The guest house is built right on the water within a mangrove. It rained our entire first day, not too uncommon for the tropics. Rain is a good thing at Urraca as they collect it for shower water. Day 2 was not exactly sunny, but it was a lot less wet. I was to head out to the farm with 2 local Nobe Indians. This is not a traditional farm. Nuke and Cecilio took me out to the seaweed racks in a traditional dugout canoe. Seaweed farming has become a viable industry in areas where overfishing has left coastal communities without work. The Yucama seaweed is attached to nylon lines that run parallel to each other, allowing for water currents to flow through. The seaweed is then harvested 6 to 12 weeks after planting. Yucama seaweed grows very quickly. It can grow 10 times heavier in as little as 6 to 9 weeks. New crops can be grown from the clipping of a young branch. Though not native to the Caribbean, this seaweed can grow just about anywhere near the equator. There are no pesticides applied, it obviously does not need to be watered, and this crop can grow year-round. This type of farming has a much lower environmental impact compared to most other types of cultivation. While the seaweed soaked to remove the saltwater taste, we went out to collect more food items. The Caribbean Sea is our supermarket. Starfish will not be on the menu this evening, nor will jellyfish. This lobster gets to live another day as it's way too small to eat. Before too long, Nuke comes up with a good-sized red snapper. Cecilio caught an octopus and our dinner was starting to take form. We also came across a sea cucumber, a couple of good-sized lobsters, I have no idea what that is, an eel, and a crab. Meanwhile, Francine was rinsing the seaweed for a 3rd time, preparing to make a salad, a drink, and a skin gel. The thickest part of the trunk is heated up in boiling water for a few minutes in order to soften up the inner gel. Once cooled, the gel can be applied directly to the skin as a softener that can also treat eczema and psoriasis. Alicia collected the medium-sized branches and blended them with water, passed it all through a sieve to remove the pulp, then blended it with ice, sugar, and fresh lime juice to produce a yummy drink. The smallest branches are dried and added to a spicy cucumber, carrot, and basil salad. Alicia and Francine then prepared the rest of the meal. We collected most of the food that ended up on our plate. Very few ingredients were imported. The majority of the vegetables were grown locally and bought in the village market. We had an amazing dinner. And even in this remote location, we had a special guest.